Let's say you subscribe to pretty much every famous AI chatbot. This will total to $77. But if you subscribe to a much expensive plan, that would total over $100. So now what if I told you you could just pay $10 per month, less than probably any of those individual subscriptions, and have access to the exact same models and tools for literally 1/10 of the cost. And the best part is it's all in one place, so you don't need to switch between 5 or 6 tabs. Well, in this video, I'm going to be demoing to you something called ChatLLM. Now, this is from Abacus AI. It's a very interesting tool that I've been using for the past few weeks. So now I will be showing you the most interesting feature of this ChatLLM. So you have this all different model, and all these different models are basically best for different use cases. So it's hard to distinguish which model is best for your use case. So what this RouteLLM will do is, let's say you write a 50 article. So what this RouteLLM will do is, it will route to the best possible model for that task. Okay, so let's say we write in conversational tool. Let's say it will route to GPT 4.1. At first it will route to GPT 2.0, and then it will route to GPT 4.1. Before I further explain about ChatLLM, I want to explain to you a little bit about the usage limits. So for $10, you will get 20k credits. So this will mean if you're using the least expensive model, this will equal to maybe 40 to 50,000 messages per month. So it depends on your usage. If you use ChatLLM mainly for image or video generation, so maybe 20k is not enough for you. So this is for basic tier. For pro tier, you will need to pay an additional $10 per month, and also it will give you 5k extra credits, meaning you will get 25k credits total. Let's go back to the demo. So with ChatLLM, you can also chat with your PDF. So let's say I have a research paper PDF here. So summarize this in 50 words for me. So this is the summary, and also you can generate document. So click more and then click DocGen. Okay, so I want to find a marketing executive with 4+ years experience. I'll be paying 90k per year. So I want ChatLLM to create a job ad including the job descriptions and put it inside a PDF. So let's see how it goes. So ChatLLM will write a code, a Python code, to create this PDF. So the Word document for a marketing executive job has been created and is ready for download. To generate a PDF from this document, please open the file on your computer and use the save as in Word. So ChatLLM cannot directly create a PDF, but it will create a Word document for you. So you have to download it and then save as the Word document as PDF. Okay, so this is the job ad created by ChatLLM. So we'll directly put this your ad in Word, so you don't have to copy and paste anymore. With ChatLLM, you can also code, but I'm not a coder, so I let someone who codes to explain that.
So with ChatLLM, it actually has a GitHub integration built in. So if I go to connect GitHub here, just give this a second, it will actually connect to the GitHub. I already signed into my account, so that's why it's here. And I can just pick any project and have that context brought right in here to ChatLLM. Okay, so let's pick this one here, which is the React full stack application. Just wait for it to load. I'm just gonna add all of the files here to the context window, and let's give this a second, and then I'll kind of chat with the GitHub repository and let's see what it can do. Okay, so I'm just gonna tell this, can you describe this code base in detail and give me any suggestions for improvements? And let's see what it does here, kind of using all of the code from this application. Okay, so you can see it's analyzing here. Also notice it routed over here to Claude Sonnet 3.5. Now, if we wanted to change that, we can, but that probably is the best choice for this and probably the most economical. So let's give this a sec. All right, so you can see that we got our response here. I'll analyze the code base. Let me analyze, let me check this stuff. Now I have a good understanding of the application. Let me provide a detailed analysis. So it gives us the architecture. We have an authentication system here using Django, JWT-based authentication. API structure, okay, database, some component structure here for the front end, and then it gives us some code suggestions here, obviously in Python and I believe in React as well, in order to kind of make this better. As you can see, that's what we get. Now, obviously, this is in like, the chat interface, so you're probably not gonna want to be like copying the code over to your editor, especially when we do have AI code editors. However, with this subscription, you actually get access to CodeLLM, which is Abacus's AI code editor. It's very similar to the ones you guys have probably used before. I'm gonna open it up. It's just a fork on VS Code, kind of a clone of VS Code, same as you've normally seen. You have a chat, you have an agent, and you can run all of your AI queries directly inside of here. And again, you have the same usage as your kind of main account. So for example, if I go to agent, I'm just going to copy in a prompt here, and I'm going to say, hey, can you help me add features to this app and make it more clear to see the expenses with charts and graphs, etc. Then it will go to this code and do that. So let's just hit enter. For some context here, this is kind of an expense tracking application. I built it in Python. It's actually for a tutorial that I'll be doing soon. And you can see here that just like you would in any AI code editor, it's kind of going through, it's making these adjustments. And let me actually just run this so you can see what it looks like before and after. Okay, so this is what the app looks like before. You can just drag in a simple file, and then it's going to show you kind of a categorization of all of the expenses that you have. And you can see like a little pie chart here, and then you can also go to like the payments, and you can see all the payments that have been made. This is just a random bank statement that I brought in just kind of as an example. So pretty simple. Now, what I told this to do is just improve this, right, and make it better, add some more charts, make it more visual. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, so this is the new app here now with those changes. You can see it looks a bit better. We have kind of this better expense summary. It tells us the largest, the average daily spend. We have spending patterns, category trends, monthly breakdowns, a time series chart. Pretty interesting in order to kind of analyze the finances. Now, obviously, this is probably not why you would buy this subscription. For me, it's a nice bonus because it's completely free, and it is just using the same AI models that you're going to be using anyways from whatever AI code editor you're using. So I think it's definitely worth checking out, and I did want to show it to you because I think it's a nice bonus, especially if you find you're not overly relying on the AI code editors and you just want one kind of for free to use per month without having to pay those subscriptions. So again, CodeLLM comes for free with the ChatLLM subscription.
After that, I will show you image generation. So with ChatLLM, we'll not just get a lot of different AI model, chatbot model, we'll also get different image generation model. So we have Flux, Imagen 4, blah blah. Okay, so let's try Imagen 4. So use this prompt, generate. So now this is an image generated by Imagen 4. So this is quite nice, and it's quite fast actually. I only paused this video for like less than 1 minute, then I already get this result. Another feature I want to show you is script URL feature. So basically, it scripts, it can read the content of the URL you provided. So let's say I take this content, so I copy this URL, enter URL, then please summarize the content. Then it will give a summary of the blog post. Blah, 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 blah. Another one I want to show you is video analysis. So let's take this content, this YouTube video, and copy the link. Then upload the URL, and then give me the key points. And then it will access the web, read the link, watch the video, and then it will give you the answer. Another thing I want to show you is DeepAgent. So DeepAgent is a god tier AI agent to automate anything. So this is the front page of DeepAgent. I will not be demoing to you about DeepAgent, so because it will take a lot of time. So as you can see here, there are some sample tasks. So you can create report, can create PowerPoint, can create website, can create custom wrap chatbot, Jira dashboard, dinner reservations, itinerary, MCP servers. You can create games with database support. You can create personal AI assistant. You can connect DeepAgent with Slack. You can also build a game. So it's a lot. You can do a lot of things with DeepAgent. Another thing I want to show you is projects. So project is a self-contained or personalized workspace where you can set your own custom instructions, also add your own project files. or knowledge base as a context for your chatbot. So this is the purpose of project is so that you are not mixed up with other tasks here. Okay. And if you subscribe to ChatGPT or Claude or Perplexity, you also have your own project space. But with ChatLLM, you are not restricted to just one model, to just one company. Okay, with ChatLLM, you get to experience all these models. Okay, because different project needs different types of model to work best. So if you subscribe to just ChatGPT, and then you are using ChatGPT for coding maybe. So maybe that's not the most efficient way to code. Maybe you need Gemini, for example, right? So for just $10 per month, you get a lot of things. So I think it's a great piece of software. It's a great piece of AI to use. Last thing I want to show you is about multiplayer, which is a huge advantage if you're part of a team or an organization, because you can invite your team, click here, and then you can collaborate with others in the same application, in the same chat LLM. And then yeah, you can share projects, you can share contacts, you can share chatbots and agents all in one place. This is huge because you don't have to rebuild everything from scratch. The system already understands you, your work and your organization. So this avoids you from needing to start over in a new chat window or a new software or a new instance. Okay, so just invite your team members and then they can jump right in with full access to the existing contacts. So to invite users, it will cost $10 per month per user. Okay, so if you want to check ChatLLM for yourself, I've provided the link in the description. So you can click that and experience it yourself. But just remember that ChatLLM have no free trial. So the moment you put your bank card information and proceed, that's when you pay for it immediately. Okay, so if you find this video helpful, please subscribe, please comment, please like this video. If you think your friends will find this helpful, share it with them. Okay, so see you on the next video. Thank you.